I'm Dave Opreska, and I'm working here as an environment artist at Cloud Imperium Games. I'm out here in Austin right now working on the hangar module.
For those who don't know, what does it mean to be an environment artist?
Well, being an environment artist, I build everything from the 3D models, I do texturing, lighting, and then I put it all together and actually make the world itself.
Like a lot of veterans in the industry these days, you got your start in QA.
Yeah.
Where did you start? How did you get started in the game?
I got my foot in the door through QA, which was about 7 years ago. I was working in the compatibility lab as a graphics guy. Like, if there's something wrong with the game, I could see it and be like, oh, okay, the normal map's flipped or the spec map's not working, things like that. And then I wanted to eventually transition over to an art role. So getting my foot in the door kind of let me learn about the business from the ground up. And what's great about that is, like, when I'm making art for games, is like I pay attention to a lot of things like, oh, okay, does this complement the design? Does this complement, the play space? Would my art work and, would it run in budget for this hardware that I'm, developing for? That's one of the great things about, coming in through the QA. And if anybody's like out there trying to get their foot in the door, to the game industry in general, I think QA is a great way to go.
So how did you find out about Cloud Imperium? I understand Chris was doing a speech somewhere or something. What was?
Actually, I found out about, I found out about Star Citizen. I was learning the CryEngine myself, and then I was wanting to go more of the indie route. And I was actually at the dental office, and I was just in the waiting room, and I was reading this IMA on Reddit, and it was like, I'm Chris Roberts, I did Wing Commander, and I was just like, oh, this might be interesting. So I clicked on the link, and I started reading it, and everything that Chris was saying was pretty much aligning with what I'd want to do. I was like, he was using the CryEngine, he was doing a Kickstarter fund, he was doing sci-fi, and like, I love the fidelity of all the graphics and everything he was using. He was bringing the Oculus Rift and everything else. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, this is great, this is exactly what I want to do. So I found the website, and they were like, if you want to work at Cloud Imperium Games, email us here. And they weren't really looking for an environment artist or anything, but I emailed them, showed my portfolio, and they were like, we love your work, come on down. So here I am.
That's awesome. Are you a particular fan of sci-fi? Do you read any, or?
I am a huge fan. Battlestar Galactica is probably one of my favorite TV shows. Yeah, I am a huge sci-fi fan as well. Let's see. Star Wars, Star Trek.
Have you played any Chris Roberts games in the past?
I played Wing Commander 3, and that was, it's been a while since that, but I remember I loved that game. It's been a long time since I've played it, but my memories, I just have fond memories of it. It had a great gameplay, and then it also had a great storyline, and then I just love the cast of actors. I mean, Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell, even, Biff from Back to the Future, Tom Wilson was in it, Great game. I just love that game. I always have fond memories of it, so getting to work here is great, because, getting to work with Chris Roberts again and getting to bring that magic back into the Star Citizen, I just can't wait, So
yeah,
it turns out.
It's about time, isn't it?
Yes, it is about time.
Well, that's Dave Opreska, everybody. Thanks for coming here, and glad you're joining the team.
Thanks. Nice to be here.